What's good, everyone? This is Jin, and welcome back for another session. I know Nolar has been covering content on the channel for the past week, as I've been pretty busy with the quarter-end stuff at work, but I definitely did want to showcase this team real quick because I did work on the free-to-play EZA. So before I get into the stats and details for each of the units, let me just kind of explain the way I ran the team. So the first slot, or first rotation, is going to have the strength type Caulifla, and then the intelligence type Kale unit, since they kind of work together pretty well. Their skill sets are built in to complement each other, so that's the first rotation. The second rotation, after things are cleaned up, I ended up running the tech Cabba and also the EZA physical type Kepler unit. So basically that's the way it works, and I've got the floaters as the tech hit, as well as the free-to-play UI Goku as a floater, just to support Cabba in the rotations where he's on, and that's pretty much the format with that. Okay, let's dive into each of the unique units that received an EZA recently. We'll start off with the intelligence type Super Saiyan 2 Kale unit. So with the super attack, raises attack for one turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers defense. I'm not going to really cover the leader skill since it's not really relevant to the showcase itself. For the passive skill for the unit, attack and defense increase 120% when performing a super attack. Universe Survival Saga category allies get Ki +2, attack and defense increase to 30%, and then defense increase to 70% when there's an ally whose name includes Caulifla on the team, and all allies Ki +1, and attack and defense, and a chance to perform a critical hit increases 16% if that ally is attacking in the same turn. So obviously, it's ideal to potentially put this, unit on the floating position to, benefit each of the rotations. But for the purpose of the showcase, I pretty much, linked this unit up with the Caulifla unit. Now, in terms of like the link sets at level 10, and I know like a lot of my units are still being worked on, but for this unit, Super Saiyan level 10 attack increase of 15%. Battlefield Divas, Ki +3, chance of evading enemies' attack, including supers, increase of 5%. Solid support will be attack increase of 15%. All enemies' defense minus 20% as well. Warriors of Universe 6 will be Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 6%. Prepare for Battle will be Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 5%. And then Tournament of Power is Ki +3, attack and defense increase of 7%. Shattering the Limit will be Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 5%. And the 12 key multiplier for this unit is 145%. Moving on to the strength type Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla unit. Super attack will cause supreme damage to enemy and raises defense by 30% for 3 turns. The passive skill is an attack and defense increase of 30%, max of 160%. Chance of evading enemies' attack, including supers, increase of 15%, max of 60%, per Universe Survival Saga category ally on the team. And then attack increase of 70% when there's a character whose name includes Kale on the team, and launches an additional attack which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack if the ally is also on the same turn. Now, in terms of link sets, you've got Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, Prodigies, that's the attack increase of 15%, Warriors of the Universe 6, Prepare for Battle, Tournament of Power, and also Shattering the Limit. For this unit, 12 key multiplier is 140%. And then we've got the Super Tech type Super Saiyan 2 Cabba unit. Super attack raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and raises allies' defense by 30% for 1 turn. So that does benefit the Kepler unit on rotation with this guy. Passive skills and attack and defense increase to 120%. When performing a super attack, attack and defense and chance to perform a critical hit increase to 7%, up to a max of 49% per Universe Survival Saga category on the team. Plus an additional attack increase to 70% when there's another Pure Saiyans category attacking in the same turn. So of course, with that being said, that's why I brought in the physical type UI Goku unit. Link sets, you've got Golden Warrior at level 10, that's all enemies defense minus 10% and Ki +1. Super Saiyan is attack increase of 15%. Saiyan Lineage, Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 5%. Saiyan Pride is attack increase 20%. I thought about including a Vegeta unit like the Strength type Super Vegeta just to kind of activate the link, but ultimately I decided not to. The rest of the links, you've got Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and then Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier for this unit is 140%. Alright, so the last one to cover is the EZA physical type Super Saiyan 2 Kepler. I haven't really covered this unit. I know Nolar most likely included this unit on the showcase he did recently, but from the overall improvements from EZA, super attack for this unit will be raises defense, causes immense damage to enemy, and also greatly lowers defense. And then for the passive skill, you've got the ability to change key spheres to physical type key spheres. Attack and defense increase 20% for your key sphere obtained, and then medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including supers, launches, an additional attack with a high chance becoming a super attack, plus an additional attack increases 60% when attacking with 6 or more physical type key spheres obtained. In terms of like the overall links, you've got Super Saiyan Battlefield Diva Fused Fighter. That's going to be key +2 and attack and defense increase 5% at level 10. Power bestowed by God is attack increase of 10% when performing a super attack. Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Shattering the Limit. And then for the 12 key multiplier for this unit is 145%. Now, one thing to call out very quickly is I didn't always, obtain the physical type key spheres with the Kepler unit. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's kind of the format I did with that. So not in all cases were the additional, increase of 60% applied toward attack by obtaining, 6 or more of those physical type key spheres. So just, footnote on that one. And again, Kale and Caulifla are meant to be ran together, essentially, to fully activate, the link set. So I ran them on rotation number 1, and rotation number 2, I've got the Cabba unit and the Kepler unit together. I figured it would work out better that way, since, Kepler would benefit from the super attack abilities of the Cabba unit. So that's kind of the approach with that. I didn't necessarily want to include Tech Hit, as leaders, but the way I had to build my team, because honestly I did one multi and that's pretty much it on the Tech Kefla Dokkan Fest banner. So there's a lot of units that I didn't include that, maybe in some alternative cases you would want to include, for a team build. But I guess it would be okay because, this is kind of like an alternative view of like team building without including some of those other units. So maybe, for those that like myself, don't necessarily have all the units, this is a good replacement strategy for that. And, from what I've noticed, like the team overall works pretty well. Now, there might be some defensive issues with, for example, the Kale unit. The way I built this unit is kind of weird. Initially, I went with like, full focus on evasion, because at the time that was kind of the appropriate thing to do in my opinion. But units like that, Cabba too, sometimes could be potentially a defensive liability, but, in most cases they're okay. Especially when they're fully built up with their passes. It's not too bad of an issue, but I will say, like, out of all those units on the team right now, Tech Hit is probably one of the biggest liabilities, at least from a defensive standpoint. But I definitely do need to do kind of an updated showcase on him, honestly. Probably on like the SBR setting and stuff like that, where you can actually take full advantage of like the skill sets of the unit. But yeah, that'll be coming shortly soon, and I've got a couple of different Universe 6 related showcases coming up that I've been working on, so definitely stay tuned throughout the week. I'll try and upload consistently where I can this week. I'm extremely busy right now with quarter end reporting, so there might be some lag depending on the conflicts throughout the day with work. But point being, I'll come around to it when I can. There is a lot of stuff that I do want to cover for sure, so that's pretty much the takeaway from that. I did consider using a defensive boosting item here, but ultimately I ended up just I wanted to test out the waters from a natural state in terms of like their defensive abilities. So I thought about it, and it was a good idea I didn't, because you actually do see the capabilities of, for example, Kefla being able to defend. And honestly, once you saw the defensive stats, you didn't really, the realization came in that you really didn't need an item for that. But, the other two units, it's hard to say, unless they, defend or evade the attacks, they could have saw an ample amount of damage taken, but it worked out well in that regard. But in overall closing, this is pretty much the showcase for the free-to-play units. I know they're not fully maxed out with link levels, but I wanted to provide like an overall team view of it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.